All right, it looks like everybody's here that's going to be here on time. Actually, hey, we have a full house.
I am sorry. Storm sort of killed me. Came in on a Monday and did not get power back till after a Monday. So,
Oh, I know. I have a coworker who works out of Houston, and he was out the whole week too.
I was
Welcome back.
actually awake for the. I was actually awake for the storm to kill our power. I'm like, oh, that's nice. But thank you.
All right. Um. Oh, what the hell? Sorry, someone showed up. Who are you? Who are you?
I don't know who's who.
Oh, that's why. He's in Simmar's old folder.
Uh, who is he?
Uh,
That's
I repurposed your folder at one point for another player because I was tired of having to recreate folders.
Fair.
But I left almost everything intact of yours. I just replicated things, and then the portrait that I used to use, where you have since gotten a different source for. So, all right, where did Kit's name just go? Oh,
I don't know.
Kit over here. All right, that puts everybody on the board. All right, welcome back, everybody. Last week, you guys finally made your way to the water dragons after gaining a significant amount of cargo from a sunken smuggler ship. Oh, sorry. Sidetrack, because I'm going to have to ask. You know what? Give me a second. I will ask Kit this question first because I asked it to everybody else. Basically, you guys in that smuggled cargo, you guys found a very, very, very sought after material, and
That no one
basically,
wanted.
yeah, well, sought after material that no one wanted. That is correct. I believe Simimar got a thanks but no thanks from an entire celestial body. So yeah, basically the person you sold it to gave everybody something or other that you'd wanted. So he offered either to give you an item, Simimar, since you were the one who took it. Do you remember what the cap? It was up to legendary, right?
Legendary item voucher.
Okay, yeah. So
Ooh.
basically, you could take an item up to legendary quality. If you wanted to take, say, very rare, you could take 2 very rares instead, or 4 rares, or 8 uncommons, 16 commons, etc. So that was one choice. Or he could give you basically a power up, which basically amounts to either a boon, a improvement of one of your existing class features, or like in Feldnot's case, since he used key techniques, I could learn additional key techniques. So if your class has a resource like, say, Eldritch Invocations, he could have given you more of those too. So basically, the power up is up to you which one you want to take, but he gave it a wide variety. And then for those who just didn't feel like they needed anything for that, they could take the item. And like I said, up to legendary. If you wanted something less than legendary, it gives you more items to make up the value, essentially.
Hmm. The items sent. Actually, all of those sound tempting. Being, the versatility of what I've got. Let me check one thing because it's been a few weeks. So,
Sure. While you think on that, I'll finish the recap so that you know where we're at. But basically, they did the travel to go stop some water dragons from causing problems in Watertown, or at least on the lake that Watertown resides on. Ran into some Kuatoa who were not so difficult. Their Leviathan, on the other hand, was a different story. You also learned as a party that there is now a bounty on Vestile's head. Apparently, she is wanted for murder and a few other things.
But
And
still
it's
kill.
Drunken disorderly conduct. Oh my god.
But still, the elvish spellcaster who sits in the back murders someone.
A $200,000 bounty.
Yep.
We don't know that.
I thought we were told that.
We were never told the bounty.
No, last session I told them what the bounty was.
That's fair.
Leothar told them after Leothar grilled her about why are you wanted.
I was very vague.
Yes, you were, but he was very concerned that you had a 200,000 gold bounty on your head, or iridium.
Yeah, I was also a combination of unsurprised and nonplussed. I was like, yeah, this makes sense. I didn't do it, but it'll be fine.
Hey, it's okay. I'm also wanted for desertion, so
Did you actually do it?
no, I don't remember.
Are you in the army?
The army is gone.
Then you deserted it.
To be fair, you can't reason with an amnesiac because they don't know.
Maybe it deserted you.
That's true. Maybe the army thought you were so useless they threw you away.
I do feel like I have been cast aside, though.
Do you feel like a hot fudge sundae?
No.
Oh,
Because
sorry.
the
Forget
people
that.
want to eat me.
Forgot I said that. Old habits.
Anyway, so yes, I will let that slide so you can get back into the frame of mindset you need to be in. Anyway, basically found the cargo, they found the dragons. Between Simimar and Riven, basically you guys had no encounters after the Croatoa or the Kuatoa. I want to always call them Croatoa, but whatever.
That's a different type of thing. Very much different.
But because Simimar has his ranger features, he was able to keep a pod of orcas off of your trail, and Riven was able to talk the water dragons down. After that, you guys returned to the Black City, talked to your handler. That's when the handler grilled Vestile about having a $200,000 bounty for murder, drunken disorderly conduct, and there was one other thing I can't remember at the moment. I can refer back to the previous stream for the notes.
I think I remember it was something about mishandling official documentation or something like that.
That sounds about right. Yeah. So after that, basically the handler said he had an idea of where he wanted to send you next, but you weren't quite ready for what was down there. So instead, he told you guys to kind of toughen up yourselves, do some stuff, maybe work with the Adventurers Guild, Hunters Guild, do whatever you feel like you need to do to get better at your current position, but basically he said once you're good, check in with me and then I will send you on your next major mission. To which the party kind of did some shopping and some identifying of a giant crate of potions and lots of other stuff. And
we decided to get work through the Adventurers Guild.
Yes,
which
yes.
It was determined that Simar was still a part of the Golden Twilight and that group has been reactivated from retirement.
Yep. And then you guys took on a quest to kill some Ogrepedes.
Yay.
Oh, and you found out there are 2 quests currently to either protect the Heart of the North or kill the Heart of the North.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Do you not remember me talking about that?
No, I do not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you're a Z rank adventurer. You get all the important jobs of ending the world or saving the world.
It's not one that obviously you guys could handle. You guys are aware of this, but because that adventuring group is a Z rank, there are 2 Z rank quests currently that are basically the counter side to each one. The opposing sides, I should say. When one wants you to go and defeat the Heart of the North and put it back to sleep, the other one wants you to defend it.
You know, that would be a really fucking interesting combat if I played both sides of that.
It would be. And there are actually similar ones for all the other hearts that are still in activity, but that was the active one for the moment.
Yuki would slaughter this party. It wouldn't even be fun.
But that's pretty much where we ended off. Was everybody getting ready to depart?
We had mentioned in the Discord, or at least we brought up the idea of taking like a week break in the Black City to handle downtime activities, do some research, relax, from the last quest, because we did get planted into the ground very hard repeatedly. So, some people might need a break. And we want to see Drazen? Dragon Lad? Driven, yes.
Yeah. Driven.
He might want to do some of his potion stuff with the prep potions that we got from the loot crates, and
I'm gonna do those once we're traveling. I'm not gonna do downtime for that.
Oh no, we're asking your writer.
He's over there. I pointed
Yeah.
the dragon.
Isn't he the writer?
Ribbon's the one with the saddle.
True story.
It's canon. At first, we thought it was going to be for a goblin, but no, he denied that request.
So, we're taking a week down, and you're gonna look at some potions and whatnot.
I'm not gonna do the potions. I'll do them when we're traveling.
You said you were doing traveling.
Yep. Because I only need 5 hours of downtime, or sleep. So the other 5 I'll do.
all right. Well, does anyone have anything else that they would like to do in the city before we leave again?
Yeah.
I've never asked this, but how exactly would crafting work now that I have all these ingots?
So I do have a system behind that. So you're actually the second actual player to do crafting. So I will see if I can let me find it real quick. But there will be a journal entry that will give you.
Okay. Can you also give me access to that as well? If not everyone, because Simamar will be doing woodworking at some point.
I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Am I the first? No, I'm not the first one to delve deep into crafting.
Oh no, there was an artificer that came way before you. In fact, you just sold him an ingot.
Oh, cool.
He is one of the persistent player characters who I don't know if he will ever die. The other Celestial 12 did.
It's not for a lack of trying, though.
Oh no, plenty of people have tried to kill him. He's just fucking insane.
Even himself.
What do you do against a guy who can dig a hole and it literally leads you to any dimension you wanted to? And the worst part about it is it's not forceful plane shifting. It's still voluntary because you fell in the hole.
I'm going the hole.
Oh.
That's what I love about it. He wrote it. He wrote that power specifically because he knew people would want to resist it. So he's like, if you step in the hole, that's still you willingly stepping in the hole. It's gonna be right there. It's gonna be obvious. It's not gonna be camouflaged or covered in like some sort of netting to disguise it. It's gonna be there. So as long as it's visible, it's always willing.
I'm back.
That's
Welcome back.
smart.
So first you gotta find an ingot.
We have ingots.
Then you gotta find a blacksmith.
We have a blacksmith.
You gotta find a forge.
I have the clan crafter background. Does my clan have a presence in the city?
Probably you'd have to check the craftsman district first, but I would assume if your clan. Actually, you know what? That is a good question because we were just talking about this the other day, sort of. Let me find a list real quick because I haven't finished this. Man, hey, leave your sister alone. Does not want to share. Go. Sorry about that. It is. There's a role I want you to do. I just need to find the list first. One, two, more. Okay, so you can't be higher than this. So 2, 8, 9. Roll me a d10, Vondar. Respectable. So your clan is ruled by someone of actual noble birth. So most likely, I would say yes. Your clan probably has some presence in the city, in the craftsman district.
Is everyone agreed on taking downtime?
Yeah.
Taking a week? Okay. Then I'd probably check that out and take any requests from the group about possible items that they would want made.
So it should be in journal now for everybody to see, but it should be called making magic items.
How complicated?
I don't know. I've +10 to Smith's tool. That means
So
anything.
so I have this incubator. And I'm never around to get the chicken out. Can you make something that will like put a new egg in and kick the chicken out when it's done hatching?
I have proficiency with Tinker's tools, so maybe.
If other people have other designs of actual stuff that could be used in the adventure, by all means do that. If you're looking for something to fill downtime, I'd appreciate that. Anybody else need anything?
Um, the this is kind of off topic, but the bestiaries from the Adventurers Guild, can we use our guild cards to look through those?
I would make it a case by case basis. So ask me what you want to look up, and I can tell you if you find it.
The Ogrepedes, since that is the slate class.
Yep, I will send you a screenshot because that is in there.
Cool. At that point, I am satisfied.
All right, so the highlights you get is it's undead, and this is the image. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? That's right here under that name. That is the image that that accompanies it. Dead.
Oh god. Yeah, no, this thing needs to die.
Why?
I'm gonna flip it around so everyone can see.
Post-
So I will copy this image and post it in the Monday chat.
Okay. Size huge.
Yeah, the world needs to be rid of these things.
Oh, cool. So there's like 10 guys thrown into one.
Yeah.
Wait, is that head down there? Is that? Nah, never mind.
And that's
Um,
the additional information you get from it.
cool. Except yeah, these things are ogres, not people. They are considered undead. Size huge. They are immune to poison, and you can't charm them. They don't get exhausted because they're undead.
I'm back.
Don't go prone, and they have dark vision.
Who?
So,
Who? Why would someone want to charm it? Hey, you want to be my friend?
I, I don't know. I don't know what Mad Lad would create such atrocities, abominations, if you would.
Why is everybody looking at me?
Oh, we know, we know. It comes from that town over there, Slim City.
So, yeah. Um, this should be fairly straightforward. I mean, I think the quest said that we are hunting like 14 to 18 of these things. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Um, I'll be fine because I'm really fast, but about the rest of you guys and gals.
I can just hold on to you.
What's the
So if you're
question?
fine, I'm fine.
What you're size small, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can work with that.
He's the guy who goes up to your shin.
Very good.
Does this city have a mail system?
It should.
Yeah, it's over in that district.
That is actually a fair point. Is there a way that I can see if my parents are actually dead by trying to send them a letter or just going through the post office and seeing if they're on their like deceased list?
Due to the knowledge you have of this world, you can certainly try.
I'll try a shell.
I will come with you to the post office.
Yeah, because I remember the post office being pretty efficient, actually.
You arrive at a place that appears to be like a ivory building. Looks like it's very well taken care of. As you enter, you would see a ridiculous menagerie of various creatures, from pseudo dragons to owls to ravens to bats to some tressums that look very bored right now, to these interesting little creatures that I can't describe any better than to say they look. Hey! Stop!
I thought that was you narrating a postal office yelling at one of his birds.
No, it was perfect timing. No, you'll get it back later. Go away. Anyway, looks like a little. What do you call those things? Damn it! That made me lose my train of thought.
Tressums.
No,
Pseudo-dragon.
no.
Oops.
A sparking manta ray.
Oh, I have no idea what those are.
Sounds like a flying manta ray that's sparking.
Bob.
Bob?
Yeah, one of the guys had one and he called it Bob.
Oh.
There does not appear to be an attendant on duty, or at least not one that you can see.
So, as an inhabitant of this world, and knowing probably how the post office works, is it like, okay, you send it to an address, or you send it to a person and they find that person? How does the mail system here work?
So certain creatures are designated for certain areas. Um, basically, you basically address it to a person, tell the creature who you want it to go to, and if that person is in that area that they are trained to patrol and deliver mail to, they will take it to the corresponding recipient.
And it's known which creature goes to which district.
Yes.
Is it for this city in particular, or is it worldwide?
Oh, it's worldwide.
Okay. So I'm gonna look, or I'm gonna. First of all, I'm gonna help. I'm sorry. Sorry, your character's name is Simmer.
Simimar.
Simimar. That's right. Okay. Um, I'm gonna relay this and instruct Simimar how to go about this. I myself, if you allow me to kind of retcon this, I had written a letter. I had intended to write a letter last night, and I'm going to find a creature that corresponds to a more local. Like I want to send it to somebody else in the city.
Those would be the owls.
The owls. Okay. And if Simamar happens to look over my shoulder at the letter, it is addressed to a particular. Stand by, I have his name. Captain Hastain Hakimian is the name on the letter, and I am going to send that off. And pay whatever fee I need to. And I will write that letter after the session.
Okay.
Jack.
Okay.
My letter's just a generic, hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're still alive. I'm still alive. while I'm writing the letter. So yeah, let me know how you're doing, and yeah, let's chat again.
I love it when players trigger random events.
Oh dear.
If you had to choose odd or even, which one would you go with?
Even today.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, even more interesting. Okay. Which region of the world do you want to send it to?
I was hoping that they would have a creature that would be able to locate them by their name. If not, then I guess it would be the spring forces, or a second letter to where Corellian's domain once was.
The building would shake and rattle. You see the darkness start to grow. The darkness and shadows begin to grow longer, all coalescing to a point in front of you as a canine-like creature emerges from that darkness.
Um, um, Vestile, I don't think I'm doing it right.
Do I know what this is?
Make a history check.
Sure, I would love to.
This is one of those things that if it's happened to you, yes. If it hasn't happened to you, probably not.
History. We'll also then take account of would this have ever happened to Vestile?
Well, with a 24, because of the house you come from, yes, this has definitely happened to you before. It was more or less whether you remembered. These are, for lack of better names, shadow wolves. That's what they would have been told. You were told they were called. They are incredibly good trackers that have an intelligence the equivalent of most spellcasters. Uh, the wizards who spend years locked up in a library or at the academy often find times that when they learn to communicate with these creatures, they can have intellectual conversations and debates. So you would know that if you don't know where to find someone, these are the creatures that get summoned to do that.
I will relay this information to Sendomar. Basically, yeah, there is. I assume these creatures are more expensive to hire.
Yes.
Okay, they're more expensive, but if you don't know where they are, these are the creatures that you turn to.
Oh, okay.
To put it in perspective, Vestile, you paid 3 kobolds to send that letter.
Mm-hmm.
This creature costs 5 iridium.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, fine to you. To a normal person who doesn't have a decent amount of money, that's a lot.
How many kobolds did you say? 3?
3. Ma'am, I'm not going to give you the duck. Go away. You got your sister in trouble.
Feeds the average person for a day.
Yep.
Or no, for a week. Like, sometimes we greatly underestimate the value of the currencies that we're throwing around.
Oh, definitely. All right. Well, I pay the Shadow Wolf, and I wish him luck on his quest.
It sinks back into the ground, and all the shadows just seem to disperse back to their originating locations. Or originating sources, I should say.
Oh. I think I'm good. How's your letter going?
It's already gone.
Okay.
Are you ready to rejoin the group?
Let's go do the thing.
Let's go. Exit stage left. End scene.
So while that's going on for them, what is everybody else up to? Ribbon, how about you, bud? What are you up to?
I looked at Zara and Kit if they're still there. Ask them what they're planning on doing for the week.
Probably just studying, maybe learning what is new with myself.
Gotcha.
Because I've decided I'm going to go with the Eldritch Invocations option. I'm curious how far I can, or what I can do, add. Because that's my decision. I'm going to go with the option of getting extra Eldritch Invocations.
Got it.
Well, since a confirmed patron is literally giving you this power, you can take 5 additionals.
Zara, what are you planning on doing?
I'm gonna go promote the name and try and get people on side of me becoming emperor.
You gonna do? How are you gonna do that?
Make flyers.
Are you just gonna stick them up all over the city?
I don't know.
You sound different than when we started this quest.
Ah, shit has happened.
You got that right.
People keep trying to kill me and my brother.
Yeah, specifically your brother. But then you popped out and saved the whole group the other day.
I did.
Yeah. You don't remember?
I mean,
Do 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 do.
the thing was pretty dead.
I mean, so were we.
I mean, you guys. I am the healer.
Well, I mean, these are traits of somebody who would lead, comes in and saves the day.
You hear thunder in the distance.
Is that your dad?
Someone just made a pun.
There was no.
No. If it was my dad, it'd be a lot of like streamers.
That's fair. That's fair. I forget that is his thing.
You remember the elevator?
I do. Oh God, don't remind me.
I might see if I can hunt a couple things, try and get some guild tokens. Because when you guys were passing them out, they were getting passed out. I was like, ooh,
Well, you want some help doing that? And then we can make flyers afterwards.
Oh. I mean, if you want to help,
Absolutely. Let's do it.
everyone has a guild card, right?
Yes.
I know at least 3 of you do.
Oh, look at my guild card. Does it list everyone that has a guild card on there?
I don't know that I do.
Mine got me in trouble. I hold mine up with the bank.
I don't know if Vondar or
No.
Bastille have one either. I
Yours
don't
didn't get you
remember.
in trouble.
I do have a guild card.
Okay.
Would it be in my inventory if I had it?
No, you would. You have
No.
to. You have to tell me that you've gone and got one because there's an interaction between me and the player when that happens. It almost got a player killed day one. It was kind of funny.
True story.
That's what happens when Wisteria, who was a summoner.
You have 4 hit dice. And you roll it at. Or
Yeah,
4
when you
points.
well, yeah, when you go get a guild card, they have to get a sample of your blood, and it's a D4. If you only have, and if you have less than a D4 of health, or no, if you have a D4 of health, because everybody who started this campaign was classless originally.
This is true.
They rolled a max on that D4.
Dude.
That was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Was there a moment where the receptionist did this and she was like, or he was like, who am I letting into the guild right now?
Yeah, no, that's fair. There was a little questioning going on.
Then yeah, sorry if that's what we're down. I guess at this point we just make the recommendation for Kit to try to go pick up a guild card at some point because he'll need it later on.
It's a super convenient tool.
Especially if we're going to be taking adventures quests.
Yeah.
And does Vondar have one? He probably has one. He said he was part of the Merchants Guild, so he probably has one.
Yes, you'd have one for that is Merchants Guild specified, which parties aren't specific to guilds.
But it'll still allow the dissemination of XP.
Yes, that.
What he said.
Division's way too easy to say. Yeah. All right. So, what are you gonna do after that? Are you just gonna follow me around?
Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll go do those quests, and then we'll make some flyers.
If I look at you and ask you why you're following me, just let me know.
Okay.
The thunder gets louder. The wind starts
That's
to
the
pick
way
up.
we want to go.
What do I see?
You're still at the post office. This is happening at the same time. So, but I mean, you guys in the post office would hear it. It sounds like
I didn't cause that one this time.
No, but you'd hear like the wind pick up. It sounds like thunder. It sounds like an actual storm is outside.
I thought the wizard's forecast was sunny today.
Someone pissed somebody off.
Oh.
Have you ever heard the expression, not by circus, not by monkey?
Nope.
Well, you have now. It's a great expression.
Have you ever heard the expression as above is below?
Yes, it's with alchemy, it's a very common saying.
It holds a greater meaning than one would think.
Anyway.
So they're doing that. Kit, you said you're basically trying to figure out what has happened to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, and then it wouldn't take you that long, but it could take you a week to get used to the new powers. And if there's anything else you think of during that time, just let me know.
Yeah. Well, also probably going to do downtown at studying because I have.
Yeah.
I think I'm behind now. So it would be 8 times 7 for hours. Study.
12.
Oh,
Because since you're not traveling anywhere, you can actually take the time that you usually travel to do that as well.
so 12. So 12 times 7.
12
10
times
days
10.
a week.
Oh, so 120. Wow, I could just complete everything. Think. And then have some to start the next one. Okay.
Czar, Riven, as you walk away,
Let's now bring in our
there's a parting in the storm clouds. A perfect circle.
No.
You see that?
I do.
Why are you
Riv-
following me?
Riven,
I thought we were going on a quest.
Riven, perception check.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. But I'm blind. Oh wait, that's supposed to be advantage.
I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, that's true.
Reroll it.
He's silvery barbsing you.
Is he? Dude.
No, we don't know silvery barbs yet.
Oh yeah, we got to take that.
Riven, you'll notice around you, like, loose pebbles, maybe some broken rock start to float up into the air. And you see just little streaks of electricity starting to arc through the air. Your body feels at this moment like it weighs half it normally should. Is there anything you're going to do?
Okay. Wait, my body feels like half the weight it should?
Mm-hmm. Almost as if gravity has shifted.
No, not at this point. I mean, I'm just gonna figure it out.
I increased my darkness. Wah.
All right, then Riven, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I try and push him out of the way.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw at advantage.
That one was 19. I don't think I'm getting.
I mean, you could get up to 21.
Oh, there we go. 22.
So
I
you have this moment where you just feel like you need to get out of the way, and you see through the darkness a hand that looks like Zar's just kind of push your leg, and it's enough to push you out, because you can tell that this Zar is a lot stronger than he looks for being so small. Like, incredibly strong. And as you're kind of sailing backwards a little bit, not uncontrollably, but, momentum, a giant beam of light strikes that darkness dead center. And you see the outline of Zar, like, being electrocuted and then breaking apart, like, cubically, as he just ascends up into the sky.
Oh.
What?
Where you going? Where you going?
as the darkness dissipates because its source is no longer present. The space where Zara is standing, like the entire 5-foot cube, and all the 5-foot squares around it, so basically 3x3, are pitch black and look melted.
You want to write there, buddy?
I'm not there.
What? What?
Yeah, he basically disassembled into little tiny cubes and send it into the sky.
Oh, Twilight Princess style.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. All right. Well,
The card reads MIA.
I'm gonna reach out to your dad. Hey, where'd he go?
Where'd who go?
Your kid.
I have a kid.
Okay. Czar. Not Phil, not the other one. Your twins.
Oh, them. Right, I
Yes.
forgot there are offspring, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're more really the goblins than mine, but
Well, they. Am I talking 11 right now?
yes, you are.
Damn, 11. Where the hell did he go? He just vaporized.
Maybe he made too many puns.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. But this wasn't that.
Every child is born.
I've never seen a pun do that. And I just point to the black metal mess.
Not Ribbon realizing that he can't see what you see. Okay, well, good luck finding him. I hope you have a wonderful time, and see you the next time you come by.
Yep. By the way, thanks for shipping that equipment to me.
Sure.
All right. Well, I'll hesitate there for 5 minutes and wait. And if he does not reappear, then I will continue on with the quest, I guess.
He probably, it depends. We'll see. Because something unique happened, so and he just stepped away. So we'll put a pause on you guys real quick.
Cool.
Vondar, I assume you're making your way to the Craftsman District?
Yep.
Really quickly, it's not hard for you to find. I mean, it takes you a bit of time to get there from where the Voiceless Flute / wherever you were staying is. But you hear this familiar sound of clanking metal on anvil. You see tanning racks out, drying various types of leathers from deer skin to chocobo to, which you realize is very dangerous, to dragon hide to various other types. After kind of perusing the area, you would find your family crest or your clan's crest in the northwest section. So, like, in this cluster of buildings here.
All right. I'll head in and see who's in charge of this forge.
Really quickly, it's very, very obvious to you, being that you've been in this setting before. You see an elderly dwarf. He's kind of standing on what looks like a granite podium, kind of barking orders at each individual smith that he can see. He appears to be teaching some sort of metallurgy 101. What is the right way to cast your metals versus actually just pounding it out by hand, and giving all sorts of familiar lessons. But you would see not too far off, again in the same complex, there are open stations. And basically like a not necessarily a receptionist, but there's like a floor boss underneath that, the superior, who would come up to you. Ah, a fellow dwarf. Greetings.
Hello. Name's Vondar Tarek. I was wondering if I get some smithing done here. Make use of the forge.
Ah, Tarek. Welcome. Of course, a fellow clansman is always welcome in here in the forges. How's your father doing?
Good.
Good, good. Well, feel free to use any station. If anyone asks, just be sure to present your ID of some sort, either clan crest or merchant's card if you have one. But as far as using the space, it is provided to our clansmen.
Thank you.
And if you need any materials, let me know. Timothy, put that down! As you see him kind of run off after a smaller dwarf who's carrying like a molten cask of iron. He's just running around the forge. I should also state Timothy is a lava dwarf.
I guess I'll work on Czar's incubator automator.
Alrighty. I'll just have you do a few checks for me throughout the week. But I'd say you get the first part of any good plan is actually blueprinting and staging it out. So I assume you would see like not too far from the fortress, there's like an area where you can have like plans drawn up, and you can do all sorts of architecting yourself, designing.
Start planning it out there.
Alrighty. Just for the first day, give me probably a tinkering tools check. Or something wisdom related. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so you have no issues drafting up this plan. In fact, you probably do it in record time because you have at least seen these incubators once before you stuff them into the pocket dimension. So you're like, oh yeah, they're kind of capsule shaped. So you kind of put that down on the plans, and then you figure out how would you get it to drop in an egg and then know when to eject the chicken. And so you tinker, at least in the planning stages, you kind of tinker out the idea of like some sort of a life sense sensor. And like just a hopper, basically, to feed the eggs through. So by this point, this is when Simar and Vasteel are done writing their letters and sending them off. What are the two of you up to now?
Do you have anything else to do with the rest of your day?
Well, there's something that I wanted to try out. Probably outside the city limits. But other than that, no, I don't really have much going on.
What are you trying to do outside of city limits?
So apparently I inherited some form of great power from one of my former companions. And I need to draw upon the power to summon my steed, Glory. And summoning a steed that I have absolutely no clue of what it could be, in the middle of a city would probably be a bad idea.
Fair enough. I have a bad idea.
Yeah.
Do you? I don't suppose you have a membership to the Hunters Association, do you?
Um, I'm not officially registered, but it wouldn't be bad to do so.
I'd like somebody to take a look at that bounty for me. Specifically, I want to know if I'm wanted dead or alive, then that means I can pretty much burn any bridge with those that put the bounty there in the first place. And that's kind of important information for them to know.
Okay.
I just need somebody to go in there and check. I don't know if that would require you to be a part of it. But,
Uh,
and if you're not comfortable doing that, of course we can just go out to the city. But I kind of would like to know if they are trying to kill me.
I'm fine with signing up with the Hunters Guild and seeing what's going on. That doesn't, bother me at all.
All right, I will be 2 blocks away minimum from that particular building.
Maybe you should disguise yourself while in the city, because
I have your hood up.
I'm gonna make a perception and an insight as we were having this conversation at the people around us to make sure that no one's giving any
We're having this conversation on the hush hush.
on the hush hush, but just to make sure, because their bounty hunters can be magical and they can do magic things. So I'd like to make a perception to make sure that we're not being watched and or followed as we have arrived to this point.
Sure, go for it.
Ba-ba-bum.
Interesting. As far as you can tell, there does not appear to be anyone observing you in the context of observing you. You might see a few people who are like looking in your general direction, but they're not looking at the two of you.
Right.
And it does not appear that there is anybody eavesdropping.
All right. Well, with that in mind, and full confidence, I shall make my way to the Hunters Guild.
You know what? I'll just meet you at the nearest gate. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Just don't probably want to be within a stone's throw of that building.
All right, so Mar, you make your way to the Hunters Guild, find your way inside. A Tabaxi appears to be running the counter today.
All right. Man, woman. So, what it, I give them the proper greeting, regardless.
Appears to be a male.
Good day, sir. May I bother for some of your time, as I would like to register with the Hunters Guild.
Of course, of course. Do you already have membership to other affiliated guilds?
I pull out my Z ranked adventurers card and give it to him.
Is this a joke?
This is not a joke. A lot of things have apparently happened, and I've well, I'm here to branch out to other job opportunities besides adventuring. Um, and he can tell that Simwar is being genuine in his request.
What is a member of the Golden Twilight doing here? Thought you guys retired.
See, they were, and then I kind of came back into the material world. Let's say I was just in the ether for a long time, and a lot of things happened while I was gone.
Okay. Starts to fill out some paperwork. Holds the guild card under a crystal. It shoots a bronzish beam down. There you go. All registered.
Awesome. Where can I look at the current bounties?
Oh, they're all over there, pointing to kind of like the various boards.
All right. Thank you. And I shall peruse the boards. I'm kind of curious to see what bounties are in the city, as well as just kind of making notes for if there's any kind of ones that are like out in the country that we might stumble upon, but definitely for our companion.
Odd or even, high or low.
We'll go high even.
Look at that. It is high even. I mean, there are various bounties out there that you could probably claim. The problem is a lot of the bounties that are on the board right now for creatures in the plains are exceedingly difficult creatures. Like one is for something called Sif, which looks like a giant wolf creature with a giant sword in its mouth.
Oh my god.
Um,
Leave
I'm-
my boy alone.
I'm
Hey,
surprised that one isn't getting pounded by copyright lawsuits right now.
that was good.
But as you look through the bounties, you do find the bounty for your friend. Uh, roll me a d100.
Ooh, I like rolling dice.
What's that?
This is just gonna be the day that I have to do math. The bounty is now up to 242,000 iridium.
That was an additional 42,000, 4,200,000. Okay. Yeah, last time I thought it was just even 200,000.
It was. It isn't now. And you'll notice Simar, it lists out the same things as it did before. Wanted for murder, wanted for drunken disorderly conduct, wanted for mishandling of official documents. And now there's a new entry on there.
Oh, fun. What's this one?
Evading the police.
That's fair.
That one I actually did.
Oh, and there's one more under that. Befriending a Prenny.
Befriending a friend.
Excuse me? Slander of the highest order.
Oh, I know where all
I
this is
could
coming
deal
from
with
now.
the murder. I could deal with the drunken disorderly conduct. That all makes sense. I understand.
I look for one of the other members looking at the board. I'm like, hey, what's a Prenny?
Uh, uh, so that is an interesting question to ask out loud.
I don't know what it is.
No, that's fair. That's fair. It's just an interesting question to ask out loud. So asking the receptionist, they don't have a great answer for you. They would tell you that essentially printies are individuals who have been sort of cursed either by the divine or the infernal, to basically pay back a great debt that they owe that was so bad that they had to give their soul as collateral damage or as collateral for the debt. And basically, printies have to do ridiculous tasks to work off that debt. And depending on which side of the fence you've got, the tasks are different. So, infernal, you could be working the tar pits. The divine, you could be working for charities. That sort of thing.
Huh. Interesting. I go back to looking at the board for other bounties, and after about 10 minutes or so of just
I
making
do
my
have
little
a
mental
question.
notes, I'll head to the gate and meet with Fisteel.
There was a specific thing that I wanted to know. Were there any special instructions attached to that?
Oh,
ballot?
right. Yeah, wanted dead or alive.
Wanted for capture any person, and this is it. You, at least at the very least, this was not disclosed to you before. You're wanted for capture, so they want you alive. But there's also a new-ish looking note that says if they are traveling with their kidnappers, to eliminate the kidnappers.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Good God.
Well, that is very good to know, as that's going to cause a lot of problems. All right. Well, browse my other bounties and then leave for the gate.
You did roll pretty good, so you get a little bit more of a benefit.
I'll also take a detour and make sure I'm not getting tailed. Or at least try to. Simor's not the greatest at these kind of espionages. Actually, I do have a fancy new coat that would help with that. So if I am being tailed, I'll just poof invisible in a dark alley and disappear like one of those old noir films.
There is a bounty in that you see in the Black Plains that could be based on its danger level. You think your party could take on.
All right, I will definitely note that and let everyone know when we meet up.
And just for your notes, it is for an aboleth spawn.
Oh,
I'm sure we can maybe do that.
It has been using its psychic nature to do some really unfortunate things.
That was specifically worded, Jet.
Yes, it was.
it is specifically the opposite of the creature that I requested at the Adventurers Guild.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm done. Besides meeting up with Vesteel and letting her know the current situation with the bounty, which is not great, but it could be worse.
Sure.
Yeah. Again, I need to reiterate, if it comes down between me and the rest of you, I don't want there to be any fucking question. My life isn't to be put, or freedom is certainly not to be put above anybody else's.
Well, considering that now any bounty hunters that sees you assumes that we are kidnappers and we need to get, killed, that's only a slight problem.
I'm aware. Hopefully, my letter bears fruit.
All right, so let's see about this glory mount, shall we?
Shall we?
Head out some distance of the city, so we are not disturbing the peace of the public, and I will attempt to summon glory. If we want to cut to someone else, that's okay. Because
I'm gonna grab some water first, and then
Yeah.
yes.
I don't want to hog, the spotlight all day.
What planes does Vondar's cubic gate go to? Elemental plane of air and what else?
1 second.
I think it was Shadowfell. And
No, no. Oh no, yeah, Shadowfell. Air, Celestia, the Beastlands, and Ysgard.
Okay. Part of me was hoping for the Astral Sea for a particular escape route that I have planned.
Yeah. I can also access the Astral Sea, and the only other plane I know of that I can use my Amulet of Planes on is the Primordial Elements plane.
Oh, you can get to the Astral Sea. Perfect. If I ever need to nest two word tricks into each other and yeet myself into a different plane of existence to evade the tax collectors, I know you can come get me.
You think the Astral Sea is far enough for you to run?
Well, no.
It's been over 100 years since they have developed their techniques. They have gotten better.
I will exhaust every method of evasion.
Look, not even the Joker will mess with the IRS.
All right. Cutting over back to Ribbon for a minute.
That was my previous character who messed with the IRS. It did not go well.
Well, what a shame.
Ribbon, after a few minutes, you start to walk off because, he doesn't come back.
Mhm.
And as you're making your way to the Adventurers Guild, you hear a whom sound.
What?
right on
Oh.
top of you. Ah,
Oh, not
man,
again. Not again.
What? Why are you so spiky?
Why are you so folly?
Ask my brother.
That's fair. I can't be.
I'm just gonna lay
mad
here.
now. Can I bring you anything?
Yes.
What do you need?
Wow. Who are you? Why are you following me?
Okay, never mind.
Let's get. Uh. Oh. What do you think? D. No. E. E. Right. So it goes FDE. FPD. And get E quests.
Yes, I think so.
So you're heading to the Adventures Guild?
Mhm.
Hello, welcome to the receptionist dead stares daggers at you, Riven.
What?
Don't blow up my guild hall, dick!
That's fair. It's been a long time.
You've been seared into his memory.
I mean, that's fair. Can't even be mad.
Thought you guys were tired.
I haven't retired.
You see him like look around confused and then like lean over the counter to see you on the floor. You're small.
Yeah.
On arm wrestle.
No, not particularly.
I'm feeling invigorated.
All right, fine. What can I do for you, Mr. Marcus?
Oh, you're doing it.
I go by Riven now, but I'll take it. It is what it is. I think we were looking for some quests to try and go see if we can make some money.
Don't mind him. He's new. We're looking for guild tokens. You go to a merchant's place for money.
That's fair.
Well, we got this one. And he points to taking out the Heart of the North. Or this one, protecting the Heart of the North.
Wait. Can we take them both?
Probably.
I
Do we
mean,
have enough time is the question.
there's no rule against it, but
But I don't think we want the Heart of the North one. Not yet.
They're both the heart of the north.
I know. I don't think we want either of them.
But if we take both of them, we're gonna get one of them.
I mean, I like your thinking. I think it's a good idea. But do you know how the quest rating works?
Yeah, when you go to the guild receptionist, they only give you quests that you are qualified for.
No. Unfortunately, this is a very old guild.
Oh,
Which
come
means
on.
we can extend the top end quests
Okay.
of like epic level adventurers.
Oh, come on. We need a 40th level adventurer to take care of this.
Well, I'm not that anymore. I'm sorry.
What?
Yep.
Maybe a 40th level adventurer
Wait.
party.
Can
But
can we add up every level to get to that? Like each of us?
I don't think we're gonna be there, bud. I like the enthusiasm though.
Can I borrow your hand for a second?
Yeah. I hold out my hand.
just let me know if that ever is a fight. I will come and play on Wednesdays if needed.
Are you got any like revolving like pest quests? Lower like E.
Oh, sure. We get plenty of those.
It wasn't Marcus 50. Was it 40? I'm curious now. I'm just trying to remember.
Like he remembers.
He does.
He just knows that you were.
You got his memories back.
No, I mean that Kenku in front of you. Like he remembers.
Oh, yeah.
Last he knew you were 40, but he could have leveled up since then.
Yeah.
You want ease, huh?
You took us to the Hunters Guild, right, Riven?
Hunter's Guild. I look at him. Why are we going to the Hunter's Guild, man?
All right. You go to the Adventurers Guild for XP, right? You go to the Merchants Guild for money. You go to the Mage Guild when you want to get blowed up. And you go to the Hunters Guild when we want guild tokens.
Or we go into the Adventurers Guild and get blowed up. Ask them. And I point to the shopkeeper.
Don't blow up my house.
see. But we can go to the Hunter's Guild. All right, we don't need anything. Let's go. Hey, I was following you, man.
I was on your back.
I know, and you were pointing the direction.
Not my fault. You don't know which was your left or your right.
You're not wrong. It's a saddle on my back that you're riding that has me confused.
No, I thought Atrax was on that.
Yeah, probably.
Is he?
Axiom? Axiom's always on my back.
Yeah,
He's
so
all
he's on the saddle.
straddled in his kitty seat.
Which is perfect for a dragon, not a
Yep.
humanoid.
Yep. Yep. I know.
Ooh, you know what? I got the perfect thing for you. Hands you a notice.
What is it? Look at it.
Recurring quest. Kill land sharks.
You want to kill some sharks? I hold it up
Yeah.
over my shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, well, we gotta find Simamar and ask him what a land shark is, because my guild card doesn't tell me.
I look at my guild card and pull up land shark.
No. We have to go ask Simamar.
Okay. Or we could use this guild card.
I guess at some point Kit needs to go get her guild card, doesn't she?
Yes.
Maybe she should wander around because she has no idea where she is to find where to get guild cards. Ask a few people.
All right. Do I could just read this off to him?
If you want.
All right. So, challenge level 9. They're immune to fire. They have 60 feet of dark vision, 120 feet of tremor sense, and they see pretty well.
So probably shouldn't kill them with bullets.
Yes. Ben, the reward for this is just money, right? Money and guild tokens. I looked at the keeper.
Are you at the Hunters Guild or at the Adventurers Guild?
I don't even know anymore. I looked at Zara. Where are we? Why are you following me?
I was hoping we were at the Hunters Guild.
We should be at the Hunters Guild.
The Kenku
Did you
doesn't
want
exist
guild
at the Hunters Guild.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hand him this quest back, and we're gonna go to the Hunters Guild.
I'll take the quest. Oh, what the hell? What if we come across them?
That's fair. All right, we can pick it up, and we can still go to the Hunters Guild for some money and coins.
Alrighty. So while you're making your way to the Hunters Guild, we'll put a pause on you. I assume the... Actually, hang on. Let me roll something real quick. All right, then. As you're sitting there plotting out and designing this automated chicken dispenser, make a perception check, Wandar. Okay. You see that the troublesome little lava dwarf has started to run in your direction with this very hot cylinder of molten iron.
If he's running towards me, I'll say, slow down with that.
Make a persuasion check.
Man, lad's having the time of his life, and you want him to slow down?
Despacito.
Instead of slowing down, he changes direction. Starts running towards a group of a group of dwarves who look entirely too serious working on what they're working on. And just based on what you can see of the situation, they're overcomplicating a construct design. But that's because the four of them can't seem to agree on what they want to put on it. One wants to make it like a huge size. One wants to arm it with horse, like a centaur, basically like a robotic centaur. One wants to put cannons on it. One wants to put catapults on it because it would be funny. And the little dwarf continues in their direction. If you don't care what happens, then we can proceed. But if there's anything you would like to do, you may.
Decanter of endless water on the little dwarf.
And that thing solves every problem.
Surprisingly, it can solve a lot of problems.
I assume you're using stream. Or are you going to use the geyser?
Geyser.
I don't want to actually hurt him. So probably the fountain, 5 gallons on it.
He looks dejected as the cylinder in his hands rapidly cools and cracks. He now has a giant lump of metal. The floor boss finally catches up with him and basically pulls him by the ear, yelling some very uh, uh, negative things towards this individual. You can tell this is not the first time he's pulled something like this.
I'll get back to my work.
Okay. So just to cut over to Kit real quick, are you still studying, or are you gonna take a break and do something else?
I was gonna take a break and try and get my guild card, I guess. 'Cause-
Hi, welcome
Seems
to the
like-
Adventures Guild.
Hello. How do I get a guild card?
Oh, just fill out this form, and then we'll need to take your blood sample.
Why do y'all need a blood sample? Are y'all trying to catch witchcraft on me?
Something like that.
But I'm already a witch.
It's binding magic. It makes it so where the guild card only responds to you.
Is that all?
Well, and it reads your statistics.
I have statistics. Covers up her chest. That's not very nice. A lady should not have people knowing those things.
But we have to know those things so that we can determine whether or not you are suitable for a quest.
Okay. I guess. It will fill out the I guess whatever it is she needs to fill out.
It's basic things, just like your name, where you're from. I don't think they really care about your birthday. They would care about your age, but not necessarily like your birthday. General class that you're associated with. If you know who your patron is, and no, that's probably about it because they don't need a lot on you. Like I said, the magic that they're going to. You're actually the first person to ask about this, believe it or not. The magic you are inquiring about actually has the ability to basically tell them what your level is, what your average level of health is, how strong a mage you are, if you can cast spells, things like that.
The irony is that complete ditz, but because she comes from a background of being part of a coven, actually asks about that kind of stuff.
No, and that's fair. That's absolutely fair. It is blood. You would know similar spells, but this is essentially blood binding magic. But this particular kind doesn't force you to do anything for the bond. It's just as binding something to you. And then after you fill out all that information, they'd ask you to hold out your hand.
Okay.
And a giant scary metal block would kind of descend its top. You would see kind of a sheen from the inside before something quickly darts in and out. And Kit takes, hey, that's a good roll. 1 point of piercing damage.
It would start crying because she's not very strong and doesn't usually let her delicate skin get pierced by things if she can help it. Yeah. Okay.
They'll take the sample of the blood, basically put it on the card. The card seems to absorb it. And you would see runic sigils and circles appear on the card.
Can I
It
read
would-
them now that I have eyes of the rune keeper?
I would say if you'd like to put on your sheet, you have a partial formula for now, just call it the blood binding magic for guild cards. But it is going by incredibly fast. Like
Yeah.
it's going by at like 1,000 words per second. But you're able to catch enough here and there to have a partial formula if you wanted to, really dig into this later. But yes, with your eyes, you do see enough in there that you recognize that you can put together at least a little bit of this formula. You would also be able to discern that this is ninth level magic.
Ooh. Thereby, not going to be making it anytime soon.
But yeah, so after that, they hand your guild card. Your guild card would be this kind of dull bronze color. And then you would see basically a picture, basically kind of like a state issued ID, where you have your picture top left. Basically your name, your current noble title, if any, which in your case there isn't one. And then you'll see like this line that says A H D M, and only next to the one with an A would you see an AF, which is also an off. No, it would just be like a solid black. And you'd also see under there are two fields. There is company and familia. Both of those would be blank for you.
I will thank them, suck on my finger where they pierced me, and I guess depart. To go and see if I can find anybody else I know. Party.
I'd say actually this would be about the time as you're about to leave. You see a very familiar giant green dragonborn coming through with a little dark goblin on the top of his head.
And a dragon right in his back.
Yes, that.
And of course, Wade. Very
He sounds so
enthusiastic.
excited.
Very enthusiastic waving. Yeah.
Hey.
Very quickly found who I was basically looking for.
Yeah. We're headed to the Hunters Guild. What are you doing over here? I thought you were training.
I realized I hadn't gotten a guild card, but I got a guild card.
Nice. Sarah and I were
It's
going to go get some
bronze.
guild tokens and money. If you're... Sarah? You cool if we bring him along?
I guess. I mean, what is a bronze? Is bronze good? Holding up the guild card.
It's basic level.
No.
Is bronze evil? I didn't know I was evil.
No. Wait. Hold on. Look, what is the guild name that you're associated with?
What does it say for the guild name?
It's blank. It's
Says on
blank.
my-
We gotta go fix this. Hold on. Let's go inside.
No one wants to join your cult.
Y'all
You're
want to
already
join my cult? I'm in a coven, not in a cult.
All right. Well, she's already in one. Maybe she'll join another one.
All right. Let's go.
Him
Go
and
fix this
Simimar are
one.
in the same cult.
Yeah, the same one that I'm in.
Are there good benefits to being in the cult?
There are.
Yeah.
There are.
Your guild card never shuts up.
That's a benefit?
Yeah, there's other perks. He's ready to get on it with our quest. Let's go inside and fix this, and then we'll go to the Hunter's Guild. We'll go inside, and I'll show him he's part of the Golden Twilight. Or she is part of the Golden Twilight.
We're sorry, you do not have the authority to add members.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
We
Does it
can't
still
do
say that-
anything.
Thea is the leader.
The listed guildmaster is Thea D.
God damn it.
The vice guildmaster.
I jump off. Run away.
Get back over here. I know why you're running. He's not coming.
Who's not coming?
Thea.
Why is he afraid of this Thea person?
Not afraid of Thea. Afraid of someone saying after Thea saying, "God damn it."
That's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
Your vice guildmaster is Aikido.
Alright, I'm just gonna
Kylie.
shoot a message over to Keto. Hey, can you make it to where I can invite people, or you can add this guy? Currently using the Golden Twilight for adventuring. Also, thanks for sending over your pupil. Or their guy to help us get his memories back. And send. And then I'd send another message real quick right after. Also, Thea still has the guildmaster over this, so we can't change anything.
No, correct. Give me a few. What the fuck?
And I would send back, do not need access to the bank or anything. It's simply to use the quests. ... Not Z ranked.
I don't need access to use quests. Who are you trying to invite into the guild?
I would say Kit, and then I would do a short synopsis of the current adventuring party.
Who is trying to join?
Kit.
Your form appears in your hand of temporary employment. The Golden Twilight.
Okay. Cool. And then I'll use it to get Kit in there. Cool. So then we'll get Kit in there, right? And then once Kit's in there, I'll walk over and be like, all right, sir, let's go. We're gonna go find that quest and make that money. You guys can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure. I am cooking right now. So.
One moment. Paperwork is being processed.
Okay.
Warrants might be issued.
For us?
It's not. Is it not me for once?
Damn it, build a bonus. Why didn't you have that?
But Akita would know it was me, right? She's the one that sent Hal to find me.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That fills me with confidence.
This is what happens when you're up here and you don't tell anybody what you're doing, and then you disappear, and then you come back and want all your shit back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I got
I
stuck
didn't
in
ask
this.
for this.
Oh no, because we knew where you were. They always
You
knew
didn't
where you
change your
were.
name. You never changed your name.
There's that too.
Why would I change my name?
Why?
That's
Why
what
would
Marcus
Ribbit? Why?
Witness protection? That's what you usually do in your witness protection.
Exactly. That's exactly the conversation that's going on right now.
I'll just send a message. I've already proven my identity through the bank. They just went through this.
That's not what he's talking about.
I mean, I know that, but I have to get approved through the boss, and I had to then fucking fill out my paperwork and pass it to him to explain to him because he wanted me to get you arrested for identity theft of stealing Marcus's shit.
Of course. Of course.
Hey, Thea is loyal to his friends.
I appreciate it. I get it. I'm not mad. And if those robes popped up in anybody's hands, a certain somebody would be pissed.
Well, and I mean, it's better a keto than the next person up to come get you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Akito's scary. Thea's scarier now.
Well, scary. I believe heart attack inducing would be the correct term.
There's a reason why the goblin ran away.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
We all good?
You get a notification. Temporary privileges revoked for F rank quests.
And then
Wait,
Kit, you would.
revoked?
Temporary permission
Oh, okay.
so that you
Okay.
can accept quests. F rank.
Gotcha. Thank you. I said thank you. Sorry for the headache.
And now, Kit, on your guild card under Familia, it says Nocturnal Tempest. And under Company, it says Golden Twilight.
What's
Card change
Nocturnal
colors.
Tempest?
What's up?
I'm asking, what's Nocturnal Tempest? I understand what the cool part is, but I don't understand the Nocturnal Tempest.
So it's. How do I explain this? It's basically like because it was the specific team, right, that we were on. Was it Nocturnal Tempest?
Companies are run by Joe Schmo and Incorporated, and familiars are run by gods or fallen gods. Does that help?
I guess.
Don't know if you know this.
It could possibly make a religion check to figure it out. But
Well, Nocturnal Tempest wouldn't be mentioned in a religion. That's literally just the name of the Familia itself.
yeah,
So a Familia is usually considered like the family around fallen gods who were trying to work their way back up into the divine after certain incidences of previous campaigns caused pretty much all the gods to fall. There were obvious exceptions to the rule, but but Nocturnal Tempest is actually run by a higher divine. And then the Golden Twilight was the name of the previous party that Riven and Simar was in, and they got nested under the Nocturnal Tempest because of affiliation.
but I believe Riven asked if my color changed card, or if it's still same bronze.
Oh, it would stay as bronze.
So I shooted Akito a message. Thank you. I might look to Czar and Kit. You guys ready to go pick up that quest? See if we can make some money.
There's a quest? What kind of quest?
We're gonna go to the Hunters Guild.
Okay.
And while you're making your way to the Hunters Guild, we'll cut over to the two who are now outside the city.
So, Steel, have you ever done summoning magic before?
I can summon my familiar.
Okay. I don't know if you were to summon a creature that you have no clue as to what it is, like, do you have any advice?
Oh well, I've certainly never done that. Have okay. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go far out of the city, probably a good 45 minutes walk from the city, and I'm gonna cast fucking rope trick.
Okay. That's fair. So we do so.
And I'm gonna get in that pocket dimension. I have to use an instance of reminiscence, though.
And considering that its name is Glory, I don't think it's going to be too horrifying.
Is it glory or gory?
Glory.
With an L?
Yes.
Okay. There's a big difference there.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to take a rope and I'm going to throw it up in the air, and about 15 feet up in the air, you're going to see like a little hole in space and time emerge. And I'm going to climb up into it. And I'm just kind of going to be peeking my little elf head out of the hole and say, if it seems bad, come up here. And hurry, because if I pull on this rope and you're not up here, you're not safe.
Okay. um.
Would
Oh,
that hole be like a shelf?
A shelf? Yes.
So you're an elf in a shelf.
I don't get the reference.
Hey, Jet, you think that's worthy of a lightning strike?
I don't.
More just-
I don't.
Because that's less of a pun and more of just the fact that you're sort of doing a meme, more than a pun.
It's like a circular shelf, so it's like a room. Like picture a box with a hole in the bottom, and you can climb through the hole. That is what is going on right now. But anyway,
Okay, so you had two objectives that you stated when you were coming out here. Which one are you attempting first?
To summon Glory. I don't know what the other intention would be.
You were talking about certain aspects of yourself that you wanted to test.
Right, and that would come also with Glory.
No, those are actually two separate mechanics.
Oh.
No, so what I told you before is you got this upgrade from Thea, and then you got a different upgrade from Thea that improved a certain aspect of yourself.
Okay.
I may have not stated it properly, but those are two separate upgrades.
Oh, okay. So yes, then we are indeed testing two separate things, and I will need your further clarification on the aspect after we get the mount out.
Yep. So, as you focus on this power, this unknown gift, it feels like you're reaching into an empty space. And you suddenly hear echoes that seem to be some sort of derivative of Abyssal. But knowing Abyssal, you also understand. You don't understand it, but you understand what Infernal sounds like. This language you're hearing is neither. It sounds almost like an overlapping of the two.
Oh.
You start to hear this steady drumming sound. Not like drumming on a drum, but drumming like footfalls drumming. It's steady and rhythmic.
I'm gonna hold my action and pull the rope up.
I continue to concentrate on the sensation, and I shall say, I call upon Glory.
Make an insight check for me real quick.
I shall. 13.
The parts that you do catch knowing Abyssal's enough to understand the sentiment of what's being said. My purpose is to conquer, is the phrase that's being uttered. Or at least that's the sentiment that you're getting from it.
Okay. So what I am hearing is that I shouldn't summon this here. I should wait for a time for which glory can conquer an enemy or something.
If that is how you'd like to interpret it, sure. As you're understanding this language, or at least the sentiment of the language, the sky begins to darken. It becomes. This is actually lucky for you. It becomes incredibly cold to the point where if you did not have cold resistance, you'd actually be taking damage. Do you continue to concentrate on this sensation?
Considering I'm getting the sentiment that I should only summon it to conquest things, we are going to end our attempts at summoning this thing.
As you pull your hand, your metaphorical hand out of this empty space, and the space closes, at the last second, you hear this, and actually, Vestille, you would hear it too. It's almost ghostly to you, but to you, Simar, it's sinister. Work.
Huh.
Vestille, a sensation of dread and fear rumbles through you as you recognize that sound.
Is that a chocobo?
That's the common sound of a chocobo.
Fuck!
That is glorious! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You know, we're just pull on the rope.
Just hide. Like, huh. Vestille.
Can I hear him when he's closed?
No.
No.
Wait 2 minutes.
Well, I hope she comes down eventually. I guess while I'm here, I'm gonna test out the other aspect. Which I believe, well, as far as I know, it's actually calling upon the powers of the Mounted Conqueror.
This is actually the second modification is a modification to your beckoning the storm.
Oh.
It is an improvement to your ASMR features.
Okay.
The question is, though, before the power activates, it's only going to ask you this question one time. Do you continue to embrace the storm, or do you embrace death?
Oh. That's an interesting question. Okay, I'm actually debating this because if I embrace death, is it my own death or the death of my enemies? Do I become death or do I become the storm?
Or do you become dead?
Or I become dead.
Or you become the
Yeah,
storm.
embracing death can have a few different meanings.
Uh-huh.
I peek my head out of the out of the hole.
Oh man. I'm gonna roll the dice for this because I'm indecisive. Evens, storm, odds, death. Evens the storm.
as you as you find the resolve to embrace the storm, you feel that cool feeling surge through you as electricity just erupts from your body, wreathing yourself in lightning, your hair becoming darker and looking almost like moving storm clouds. Let's
I still have
go.
all the old art for my transformed state from way back when.
Cold, thunder, or lightning?
Uh, considering how fast I will usually go, let's go with lightning.
Out of your back transcends two giant pairs of wings, but they appear to be made of an electrical current stuck in glass.
That's rad.
You would feel this power course through your body, and you would see your wooden sword become a blaze with a golden energy that then refines itself down to the golden bolts of energy. And as you're coming to your own in this newfound power, because this doesn't feel like it did before, you can feel there are new options to this power. You find yourself standing in this almost endless landscape of water, mist, and storm clouds.
What did this look like from my perspective?
He vanishes. You saw him transform, and you saw the brilliance of this new form, the formation of the lightning wings, the arcing of the electricity through his body, and then it's almost like this giant, and I mean giant, cloud of mist envelops him, and it's definitely mist, not fog. And it swirls for a second before disappearing or dissipating.
I feel like I have entered my inner.
Let me just send you a picture. There is a being standing in front, or standing is not the right word for this creature.
Hovering?
No. You'll see what I mean in a second. As soon as I gotta get to where I was storing that photo, because I lost that photo a long time ago. But it was still in the server. This is stored. Is it under? There you are.
You know, it's a good thing we're figuring out all this stuff now instead of in the middle of a combat.
Sorry.
Oh. Oh, that's neat. Slightly terrifying, but neat.
Yeah, it is massive. Its body coils in and out of the water. But unlike the scene that you see in the photo, it's tranquil and calm here. You don't hear anything from it, but it's looking down at you. And then a moment later, you find yourself back. And for Vestil's perspective, he was deposited by the same a similar mist, but it swirled in the opposite direction.
You good, buddy?
You felt for a moment you came into contact with something higher than where your gift originated.
I'm just gonna throw a pebble at him.
Ow. I'm fine. I encountered something in. Guessing I'm hazarding some kind of dream realm or dreamscape or inner world. Uh, that I don't know if it's intentionally like blessed or chosen me. But I believe that my newfound abilities do come from it. Um, it doesn't seem malevolent. It seems more like a neutral force, like something of almost like a force of nature.
Those were a lot of words, and I know what each of them mean individually.
Um, Met Storm God got cool powers. Let's go back to town.
Perfect. I will hop out of my little box. My shelf, if you will.
You will find some additions to your beckon this storm.
Okay.
All right, so you two start making your way back to town.
Yep.
By this point, it's probably close to the end of the day. Vondar, would you continue through the night to do forging, or would you take a break?
I would take a break.
You would find that if you don't want to leave the area, that there's actually like a clan house not too far from here. And you'd find out you've actually had free lodging in the city this whole time. At least for you, because you were a member of the clan.
Great.
And everything actually seems pretty calm when you enter the clan house, so you may do with that time what you want, but you get basically some well deserved rest, food, merriment, whatever your choice is. As for the three who are going on a hunting quest, you said you want difficulty of E and above, or just difficulty E?
I think E.
Okay, give me a second. All right. Higher level creatures. Let's go. Oh, hey, that's right. I remember what I was gonna have you hunt. Are you looking for unique, or are you looking for a standard like hunt quest?
Just standard hunt, just something we can do during downtime.
There's a certain noble who's gone missing, who's committed murder that you can go after. All right, I will be right back, guys. This dog is having a connection fit.
Sure. There's a rogue group of bone knights that need to be taken care of. Within the city cemetery.
I mean, if that's fucking perfect, we can just get everybody to go and do that one.
There would also be a few ogres that need to be culled. That's pretty much come out weekly of Sahith.
There's ogres that come out of there weekly that need to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take that one.
That's pretty much it for like the recurring ones. At this rank.
Because as far as I know, I can only take that one, right? That high.
Out of your current group, sure.
I think if we go up too high, it'd be. I guess if. Is there any Fs? Because those would be easy too.
What happened to slaying demons in the sewers? I mean, rats in the sewers.
That problem
that
is
place
no
got
longer
blowed
a
up.
problem.
Thanks to Riven.
Well, yeah, because the original perpetrator isn't here anymore, so the blame gets shifted to the second perpetrator.
I'm back.
Wait, what was it? What was
Welcome back. And the reason why Arcset's not around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag blame Riven.
I'm used
I'm
to it by
with
now.
Aaron. When in doubt, blame Eris.
He actually had nothing to do with it.
Or did he?
No, absolutely not. He's not the dumb barbarian who didn't listen to the god who said don't shake the bomb. He was also not the wizard who ignored said sentiment and did what the barbarian said to do.
Wait, a wizard fucked up and it wasn't me?
All the eyes turned to Riven slowly. You would have a recurring quest to kill off some ostriches. Because they're having a territorial dispute with chocobos. And killing chocobos is more dangerous than the ostriches.
I was about to say, can we go kill the chocobos?
I mean, there's not a quest for it, but you're always welcome to try.
I don't think a certain abyssal infernal entity you recently kind of heard about would not appreciate that. Work.
Chocobos are assholes. Every single one of them. Never met a chocobo I liked.
Oh, that's unfortunate because all the chocobos I've met have been pretty nice.
Assholes, all of them.
Maybe you're just not approaching them right. Or maybe you have like some curse on you.
They can smell my fear. That's what it is.
Well, don't be afraid of them.
I can't help it.
There's also uh, a recurring quest to kill ambush drakes.
Those are
Sure. There's also a recurring quest to kill basilisk.
Look, Cesar, which one do you want to do?
Well, I mean, if we get the whole group, we can probably go do the Death Knights. Then
Yeah.
just mess around killing ostriches.
Ostriches would probably be the easiest, but I am quite hesitant to do anything that aids chocobos in general.
I thought we were doing this during downtime.
I do believe that was the intention, something for you guys to do on your own nice and quick.
I don't think Death Knights is going to be on our own nice and quick.
I would agree.
So we'll just do the uh, ostriches then.
Sure.
Thank you for your contribution to society. enjoy the slaying of ostriches, or death by ostriches, depending on the situation. All right, so we'll say that all of that together would take the first day's worth of downtime for everybody. As the adventuring group sets off for the hunter's quest. Someone roll me D100.
Aha.
Now someone roll me a D2. And finally, someone roll a D10. All right. All right. So for the group that goes out on the second day, you guys are going to go hunt war ostriches. You guys make your way across the plains and to find a group of 86 war ostriches. Only it gets better from here. Only they don't look normal. Since everybody in this particular party has some sort of sense of magic or otherwise, they look distorted. They're not technically larger in terms of like if they were medium, they would not be large size, but these are big for ostriches. And they are emitting a faint crimson aura.
Is it just the two of them?
Unless so, actually, I should clarify. Kit, did you actually go with them, or did you return to doing your studies?
I went with them. I shaved some time off of what I had put on down on progress on downtime, so to compensate for that we were spending more time together. So yeah, I went with them.
Okay, that's fine.
I have some new things to try out. So. I just forgot that I had popped my mic up because someone called and.
Well, for downtime questing, we leave this to rolls so that it doesn't take forever because there are 86 ostriches. The first question: are you going to kill or attempt to kill all 86 ostriches?
We can roll for how many we intend to kill on the 86.
If you want to.
That sound good to you guys?
Sure.
Well, I don't think you're technically there unless okay. Another retcon or slight flashback. Did you tell the rest of the party what you were doing? Is what I need to ask.
Yeah, I made sure they all had guild cards because pretty sure I sent it as a group text, telling everyone I was gonna go hunt stuff. Make sure everyone had a guild card.
Did anyone else want to participate? Or did you have other downtime activities you wanted to get to?
I will participate.
Simimar will not. He is going to be studying the spell book that he received.
Vonda is still working in the forge.
Okay. Then we'll get to the two of you in a second. That means this is now a 4-person encounter rather than a 3-person encounter. Changes your odds. So if you want to roll to see how many you're going to kill, feel free. All right, so you definitely want to kill 35 of them.
Uh-huh.
What do these guys look like at their current rating?
The guild guy is gonna get a ass chewing because these guys definitely aren't F.
Well, they were when
Coin Syndicate.
they were when they last checked. Well, so remember, recurring quests aren't about killing the whole. A recurring quest is about just how many you kill is the bounty.
Roger.
Turn. So just because there's 86 here, like I said, you don't have to try to kill all 86. I'm just trying to get a feel for how difficult this is going to be based upon how many you want to actually kill.
Do we want to kill 35, or do we feel 35 is too many?
Dice rolled, so it's perfect.
Then I want everyone who's participating in the fight to roll me a D100.
Listen, someone.
Let's see, we have. We are missing Yuki's roll.
Oh, sorry. We'll roll.
A D100, please.
We're all over the chart.
As the battle ensues, Yuki Bastille reluctant to help Chocobos, is only throwing a firebolt here and there, doing her best to assist, but not her best in terms of actually doing full marks.
I'm also playing in the air.
Czar, as you start to attack these war ostriches, it's quickly apparent that they can't do much to you, even in their empowered state. However, your weaponry does not seem to be damaging them.
Stalemate.
So,
Checkmate.
but between Kit and Riven, you guys take out the most that you can. So for Riven and Kit, both of you roll 2d10. And for Czar and Vestia, roll 1d10. Are you kidding me? There we go. I thought there was going to be another 4 there for a second.
Technically, there was. It's just a
There
4
was.
and an 8.
Yeah, you had an additional. Out of the original 35 you intended to kill, you are able to you have currently killed 24.
Is it sad? It's just that 50% of that.
Those Eldritch Blasts are coming in handy, man.
Yeah.
Do you continue to try to strive for that 35 number? As now all of the ostriches who were only somewhat focused on you and focused on the chocobos have now turned their entire attention on you. Meaning there are 62 now all staring at you, ready to charge. Also, Vestiel, odd or even. What was a battle of chocobo versus war ostriches versus the party is now chocobos and war ostriches versus the party, as the chocobos have united with their mortal enemy because they sense hostility from one of the party.
No!
This is why I don't like chocobos.
Yeah, have fun explaining this to me.
They're assholes. Every single one of them.
So, since they're united, do we want to try and get another 13 ostriches, or we want to retreat? Since we've gotten a decent amount of what we were intending to get.
You're the only one still standing there.
I mean, we did get over 68% of what we intended.
I don't know. Are we able to do like a half roll as we retreat away, or is this an all or nothing?
Well, remember, you have to also collect something in order to prove that you did it. So there is no running away and killing something. You have to kill something, stop, get a proof that you did it.
I gotcha.
So in this case, you have to either commit or run. I mean, you can still kill them if you want. I'm not taking that away from you. I'm just saying if you wanted to count towards your recurring quest, you're going to have to stop and grab some proof.
Do we have proof from the 24 we've already killed?
Yes.
Roger. All right. I'm game. It's a stalemate between me and them. I can't do nothing to them. They can't do nothing to me. So I'm feeling pretty cocky. But that's up to you guys.
I will continue to help.
Kit is with the party, so she will agree with them if that's the way they're going.
And Riven.
I mean, Riven can
Go either
target
way, I don't care.
most all he wants.
All right. Then everybody who is participating, roll me a D100 again.
I'm exact opposite. The odds are against us. They
Wait,
turned. I got a 99.
I'm gonna ask before this. I'll ask Kirkun. Anything against killing chocobos?
Yes. Not from our order.
Okay. I'm gonna step away then.
We're missing a road.
So based upon the numbers you have rolled, Czar, you have found their weakness and are starting to get some headway collecting your trophies as you go. Kit, the appearance of the chocobos has sort of thrown you off, and their bright yellow exterior makes it kind of hard to aim. You still get a few, you do get a few, but not as many as you did the first time. And Vastille, I think canonically speaking, none of that is war ostrich deaths. I think all of yours are going to be chocobo. So, Czar roll 3d10. Kit roll 1d10, and Vastille roll 2d20.
Natural 20 and natural 1. Can I let Chaos reign on the natural 1?
Sure, why not? This is a good place for it.
What do I, does I roll with advantage?
Yeah, so just roll 2 more d20 and we'll take the better of the two. So
Okay,
14
So 34 chocobos.
out of 32 die. So I'll give you 2 extra war ostrich deaths amongst the 32.
Chocobos.
Now you have lots of chocobos to feed to a certain chocobo if he ever returns.
I like to think Bastille just saw red. She remembered that one chocobo that ran her over and almost killed her. Her vision went red, and then when she came to, all the chocobos were dead.
To everyone else, it was a fucking hellfire of scorching rays. Since all of your scorching rays are considered cast at 5th level now.
Yeah.
So that is 2.
Did we level and I don't know it? Because for 2
No.
weeks?
No, a boon that
You
Bastille
took-
got.
Ah, gotcha.
You took the Eldritch Invocations. They took something
Okay.
else.
Yeah, I got that. I just
No, you're fine. No. Yeah, no, the boon she got treats all fire spells as 4 levels higher.
Oh, nice.
It's very useful. It still doesn't help her against creatures that are immune to fire, though.
Yeah.
Wow, Chaos really wanted to be with you on this one, Vastille, as you feel some of those spell points coming back to you. You gain enough spell points equivalent to 1 level 1 spell.
Perfect.
So that means between Vastille's 2 extras, Kit's 2 that they managed to take out, and the 18 that Czar did, you went over your quota of 35, which is fine. That's 22 plus, what did I say the first time?
First time was 24, so we got to 46.
Yep.
We
This-
nearly, missing one person, we still nearly equaled what we did the first round.
Vastille, you don't know why, but you now get a foreboding sense. Vastille has gained a world title.
No way.
Hunted by question mark.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the benefits of that later. But you would be aware that you have gained a world title hunted by question mark. So while the massacre of chocobos is going on, Vondar, you walk into the craftsman district of your clan, fully refreshed for the day. You see some open spaces. Like I said, you did so well the previous day that you only needed to spend one day designing the actual contraption. Um, Interesting. Um, there's no class. There appears to be, at least in the time that you come in, there does not appear to be a morning class. So the forge is, I'd say, half full. So like I said, you find plenty of space for yourself to work, but you are accompanied, so to speak, by several other craftsmen who are working on projects.
Okay. Do I see anything interesting among the projects you're working on?
Actually, yes. To continue uh, the ongoing performance of yesterday, you see that the four craftsmen have broken up to four different stations, and they are each working on that particular part that they wanted to put on the mech or on the construct. But they are not putting the construct together. They appear to be just assembling their own pieces right now. And someone, this is one of those things that you don't even have to roll because it's just so iconic for blacksmiths, that it appears someone is trying to create a replica of Mjolnir. Except their version is kind of like not not as mystical. It's more technological, as you see the solid piece of it, what you assume is iron, that the head is made out of, and they have like two giant battery packs on each side.
All right. He's not gonna interrupt the work. I'll just get started on his project.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make me a smithing's tools check. See how long this takes you. Do you want to let that stand?
Uh,
Forge chaos into the chicken ejector.
I feel like I have something.
You might.
Yeah, I'll let Chaos read.
Okay, then roll it at advantage.
24.
Ooh, interesting. You would know the next magic of combat is going to be re-rolled. You just don't know what it's going to be re-rolled to.
Okay.
And a 24, you'll get the base structure done today. At least all the parts that require smithing, like actual metallurgy. And you don't have any complications in terms of things going wrong. It takes you a little longer than you expected, but again, you'll get it done by the end of the day. And then we will cut over to Simmar.
Hello.
What are you up to?
So I'm trying to learn I think I want to go with Dimensional Blade, but I can't actually find the spell anywhere.
Hold on, I will pull it up for you. Did you mean Dimensional Sheath?
Yes.
All right, okay, I got that one. That one is in Blade Spells, the book. I'll just send you a snapshot. And you can decide whether you want to go fully through to learn it or not. With this book, you can ignore any class requirements to learn a spell.
Cool.
So if you don't fit the narrative, if you don't fit the bill, you can still learn it. You can use it.
Okay, because yeah, I'll need to research the other blade spells as well. But it is good to know what book that is from.
It's literally called
Yeah.
Blade Spells.
Well, yeah, I was trying to find it, and I just couldn't for the life of me. Actually, I still can't find it. So we can come back to me whenever. I don't mind being skipped.
So you'll spend your time learning that. Actually, hang on. Let me see what other ones were in the BS book that you would need. Multiple locality strike.
That sounds interesting.
You know, I wish 5e.tools would let you just actually export your mods list and then just send it to somebody, because that would make this a lot easier. Wait, am I an idiot? When did they put this in? They did. Okay. So if you go to, I don't know if you use this website or not, but if you do, this is what I use for most of my DMing stuff.
All right.
This is this, and then if you go to and I'll just write it in the thing. It's settings. Do that, and then just pull that file I just sent you. It should load you up with all the homebrews that I have set up right now.
Okay.
And then there, you'll be able to just go into reference the spells and find these. All right. So you're gonna research which blades you want. Just send me a list that you want to go through, and then if there are RP aspects, I will let you know.
Okay.
Back to the group. There are 20. Straight up just 20 left. Do you want to continue and kill the rest of them, or are you guys good with your 64 and 32 chocobos?
64. I think it shouldn't be 46.
Yes. And it should be 40, not 20. So there are 40 left. You are right.
Cannon fodder's out of the way. Might as well.
Is everybody else participating?
Might as well. We still killed over 50% of the entirety of them.
And all the chocobos.
And all the chocobos.
Well, so far I've only heard one yes.
I thought it was 2 yeses because I was like, I'm in too.
I'm good with leaving.
I can either way. Didn't we have 4 people there? Should there be 4 deciding votes?
Riven maybe left.
But we need him as a deciding vote.
Yeah, we can go back. Don't matter.
Okay. Collect our over 50%. I mean, do the ostriches really want to keep fighting us? Is part of the question.
They do seem overly aggressive. And I will say during the fight, you would notice that they were hitting a lot harder than expected. Well, that does remind me. I've been forgetting to do this till now. Do 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 do.
Well, knowing that, I vote to finish them off, so they're not somebody else's problem.
Each of you would have received 11 points of damage from various attacks from the ostriches. The chocobos didn't get a chance. I should have rolled to see if there were other colors.
They shouldn't have attacked us.
This is true.
I wasn't gonna fuck with the chocobos, but they fucked with me first.
They didn't attack us, they attacked you.
And I attacked them back.
Uh-huh.
They started the
Because what-
fight. I finished it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't throw the first punch. I threw the last. be right back. This
So are you staying or are you going?
Believe we agreed on we're going.
Then you go, you make your way back to the Black City, turn in your quest. Someone roll a d10. A 5.
Indeed.
That's very middle of the road of you.
It is what it is.
When you turn it in, you would gain I feel ridiculous for even saying this. 23 guild tokens.
What?
Is that a lot or a little?
That's a lot. For just going out and culling some ostriches? That's a lot. Times have changed.
No, this is just something that people didn't take advantage of. Well, and bounties don't generally stick around. Even the recurring ones will go away eventually. Especially since, somebody killed 3/4 of the population, or actually 50% of the population of what was considered part of the recurring quest to fight war ostriches. But that's also 23 total, not each.
Right.
So that's up to you to split.
I will not apologize.
Are you turning in something that proves that you killed 32 chocobos?
No, that wasn't a quest. That was self-defense.
Okay. Good to know.
There were how many guild tokens?
23 total, so it's up to you how you want to split them. Simamar and Vondar, as you are doing your various tasks, you'll hear a ding from your pocket.
Pull out the guild card, see what the 1011th notification is today.
Recurring quest completed.
Oh, neat.
And then it floods you 45 more times with the same message. Because it's literally, the quest only requires you to turn in one, so you turn in the quest 46 consecutive times.
Oh dear God, what did they do?
We made it not a problem anymore.
It's now half a problem. It's not even a problem anymore, yeah, because there's no
chocobo
chocobles for them to kill, so now it's an
won't be
ostrich
fighting.
population.
And you would feel this energy course through you as your memories of battle and lessons the party learned as a group from fighting 46 ostriches and apparently 32 chocobos. Oh, I forgot. I actually forgot to add those in. Hold on.
This incident is going to be my death. Mark my words.
Are we okay, so you're giving me and Vondar the XP for the stuff that they did just to keep everyone.
No, that's how the
That's why I
guild
made
system works.
sure everyone had a guild card before we did it.
Yep, that's how the guild system works. Once you're registered as a party, it splits the XP regardless. The only time that doesn't happen is if they're on another plane. The cards don't extend past planar walls.
That's wild. Okay.
That's why I said from their even from their fight, you feel this almost new knowledge come to your being of how they fought the war ostriches, how they learned their patterns and things like that to add to your own experiences.
And then I experienced Vesteel killing chocobos and a deep well of oh no forms in my stomach.
Also, add 9 more experience to each of you because Feld not supposed to be included on that. Zara and I share an EXP pool.
How much was the XP? So
You can
add
click
that
the
and then-
57. If you scroll up, there's
Yeah.
also a 95 you need to add.
Ah.
And then on top of that, add 9 more.
Yeah, so you should be sitting at 4,976.
Does not seem that I'm sitting at that.
Well, go ahead and set yourself to that because I didn't add your experience for previous combats.
See if I can figure out how to do that.
In the top left of your sheet, you have to turn edit mode on, and then it should allow you to edit the experience field.
Got it. So what was that total?
I'm at
Uh,
5,970 XP. Is that everyone is tracking that number?
5,970? I
Yeah.
will set that. All right. Sounds good to me.
5,970.
Cool.
it begins.
Let's see.
All right. Back to Simimar for a second. Simimar, as you go to study this spell, would you make me an Arcana check, please?
I am excellent at those. I am excellent at those.
All right. Well, that explains a few things. You do learn to use the spell, but it's complicated. You've used similar blade spells before, but this one doesn't track the same way that others do. It has a different intention behind it.
Based on the quest, by the way, that should be the fair split.
So I'm gonna say it takes you like 5 hours to learn this particular spell, just because its complicated nature makes it difficult to apply to the techniques you currently know.
Okay. Well.
So if you'd like to learn more, you still have plenty of time.
Yeah, about to say, because I was anticipating that to be like literal days, if not longer. So, I will spend the rest of the day and maybe tomorrow just continuing to refine the spell, because it's better to practice and make perfect than have a spell failure in the middle of a fight.
Yep, that makes sense. So switching over to Vondar, you spend most of your day getting this contraption built, at least the metallurgy parts for it. You noticed a few times during the forging, things seemed like they were about to go wrong. And then it was almost like a guiding force pushed your hammer into the right spot, or gave you a nudge and you made the correct decision instead of the incorrect decision. But as your hammer fell, making these strikes, perfecting this device, you noticed a foreign energy seeping into the material.
Can I identify it, or?
You could make an Arcana check if you like. You've only seen this a couple times. This appears to be unrestricted chaos. It's not a lot, but this new creation, in its current stage, seems to be imbued with a little bit of chaos. You're not entirely sure what the effect will be yet, but you know it will have a effect on the overall outcome of the build. And it probably won't be negative, just different.
Based on what I know about Zara, he'll be fine with chaos.
Yep. So same question as last time. Do you want to smith through the night, or are you going to take it easy and just rest?
I'll rest.
Okay. Simar, do you stop at some point, or do you try to actually push yourself through the day and work on refining this more?
I'll take it easy since this is my vacation time.
Yeah, gotcha. And then, so when they get to the point when they start resting, the rest of you come back in, turn in the quest, get your experience, get your guild tokens. Are you going to set out on another quest, Or do you want to rest for the rest of the night?
Rest.
Sounds good. We probably could use some healing by resting. By the way, does anybody disagree with the breakdown of the tokens based off of our kills? Because that means Zar gets 11, Kit gets 7, Bastille would get 3, and Ribbon would get 2.
These are guild tokens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel that's fair, seeing as Star did the lion's share of the kills. At least picking up the second volley.
All right. So second day goes by. And actually, if you guys don't mind, I need to end a little bit early today.
Okay.
I have some stuff I need to get done.
Thank you for the session.
Yep. Where would we put Gil?
Thank you, everybody, for coming out to stream today. If you enjoyed our content, please feel free to drop us a follow. We would really appreciate the support. And tune in Mondays and Wednesdays for our D&D content. Want to keep up with the events and extra streams? Please check out our Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date on the schedule releases and updates for the streams, including extra streams that we may not have on schedule. And if you would like to see previous content that we've done, check us out on YouTube at Epitaph of Creation. Thank you so much for coming out today, and have a good night, everybody.